3. Where we are today. The UK population is diverse. Occupational therapists work every day with people of different race, gender, sexual orientation, age, religion, class and ability. But as a profession, we've historically lacked diversity. Occupational therapists, learners, the people who receive our services, and our staff continue to have negative experiences. There are many voices and experiences that remain unheard and underrepresented. This impacts everyone's sense of belonging, health and well-being. In 2020, our members spoke up louder than ever before. This brought into sharp and uncomfortable focus that we weren't meeting the needs and expectations of members, staff and stakeholders. We understand that we made mistakes and took too long to acknowledge them. We weren't showing the leadership that our members deserved. We were slow to listen, advocate, act and evolve. All of this affected the trust that some of our members had in us. More widely, there is a lack of equity, diversity and belonging support within our profession, and we know that we're not seen as the first port of call for those needing advice, support or further learning. We weren't providing the resources and services that members needed. We haven't been seen as a diverse workplace, and this meant that we didn't feel equally welcoming, inclusive and safe for all our members. Every experience of racism, discrimination and injustice within and beyond our profession is unacceptable and inexcusable. Becoming an anti-discriminatory and anti-racist organisation, one that is underpinned by focused organisational values and those of our profession, will take time and effort. Getting there will be challenging. It will take a lot of learning and change, but we're determined. And we'll get there by working together with our members, volunteers, learners, staff, partners, stakeholders and the wider profession. Equity, diversity and belonging is all our responsibility. It's not a nice to have or something that only affects people from historically underrepresented groups or those with different needs, identities, backgrounds and experiences. We will work to exceed our legal obligations. We know that each of us is unique, and that's why our definition of diversity goes beyond that defined in equality legislation. Society is changing, and diversity is rapidly increasing. We need a profession that is culturally intelligent, that reflects and is well equipped to serve and support an increasingly diverse population. This strategy provides a foundation for that ambition, and it will evolve as we learn along the way. We will be bold and progressive advocates for equity and social justice. We'll do it through clear, impactful, and meaningful actions, not just words. Creating the strategy. Our members' voices are at the heart of this strategy, which sets out our priorities and will inform our action plan for 2024 to 2027. The strategy was co-created by members, staff and public contributors with direct experience of or insights into the discrimination and disadvantages faced by members and the people they provide services to. It's been driven by their insights, together with current best practice, other contemporary factors including legislation and our professional standards. In summer 2023, our COT staff, members and stakeholders were invited to share their thoughts on the draft strategy through a consultation process led by an independent research partner, Venture. Responses were collected through an anonymous online survey and a series of focus groups. Venture analysed this data and made a series of recommendations that shaped the final strategy. A summary of this consultation feedback can be found on our website. Our legal obligations. Our legal obligations are set out in the Equality Act 2010 for everyone in England, Scotland and Wales, and protects people from discrimination, direct or indirect, harassment and victimisation. The following are characteristics that receive protection under the Equality Act: age, disability, gender reassignment, marriage and civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, race, religion or belief, sex, and sexual orientation. Carers are protected by association under Section 13 of the Act, which covers discrimination by association. The Act doesn't apply to Northern Ireland. In Northern Ireland, equality and anti-discrimination law is not consolidated into one single Act. There are several pieces of legislation, all underpinned by Section 75 of the Northern Ireland Act 1998. We recognise that our members will be expected to adhere to the Equity, Diversity and Belonging, or Equity, Diversity and Inclusion, EDI, policies of their employer and registration bodies, including the Health and Care Professions Council. This strategy outlines the vision for our COT and will inform our organisational policies and culture. We want it to complement any wider professional framework that our members operate within and support the profession to be bold, progressive advocates of equity and justice.